putting my shoes on. This is Journey Through Second Baruch. Come take a walk with me. We're picking up in chapter 20. We're in the midst of the Most High's response to Baruch. Verse 1. Therefore, behold, the days come, and the time shall hasten more than the former, and the seasons shall speed on more than those that are past, and the years shall pass more quickly than the present. Therefore have I now taken away Zion, that I may more speedily visit the world in its season. So it means Zion was taken away. Why? Why would removing Zion allow his visitation to be sped up? It's because we were the order here. Zion was the balance, was the authority. It's move Zion so that the wickedness of the other nation can come to its fullness, therefore causing his visitation to arrive. Verse 3. Now therefore hold fast in your heart everything that I command you, and seal it in the recesses of your mind, and then I will show you the judgment of my might and my ways which are unsearchable. So basically everything he always tells us is to just trust him. Lock that in the recesses of your mind, and then you will see the judgment of his might. His ways are unsearchable. Verse 5. Go, therefore, and sanctify thyself 7 days, and eat no bread, nor drink water, nor speak to anyone. And afterwards come to that place, and I will reveal myself to you, and speak true things with you. And I will give you commandment regarding the method of the times, for they are coming, and tarry not. Stand of chapter 20. Now Baruch has to go and fast. And a part of his fast is even not speaking to anyone. He has to abstain from that also in order for the Most High to reveal himself and to hear true things. Chapter 21. And I went there and sat in the valley of Kidron, in the cave of the earth, and I sanctified my soul there. And I ate no bread, yet I was not hungry. And I drank no water, yet I thirsted not. And I was there till the 7th day, as he had commanded me. Verse 2. And afterwards I came to that place where he had spoken with me. And it came to pass at sunset that my soul took much thought, and began to speak in the presence of the Mighty One, and said, O you that have made the earth, hear me, that have fixed the firmament by thy word, and have made firm the height of heaven by the Spirit, and have called from the beginning of the world that which did not yet exist, and they obey you. Verse 5. You have commanded the air by your nod, and have seen those things which are to be as those things which you are doing. Verse 6. You that rule with great thought the hosts that stand before you, also the countless holy beings, which you did make from the beginning of flame and fire, which stand around your throne, you rule with indignation. To you only does this belong, that you should do forthwith whatsoever you do wish. Who causes the drops of rain to rain by number upon the earth, and alone knows the consummation of the times before they come. Have respect unto my prayer. Verse 9. For you alone are able to sustain all who are, and those who have passed away, and those who are to be, those who sin, and those who are righteous. For you alone do live immortal and past finding out, and know the number of mankind. And if in time many have sinned, yet others not, a few have been righteous. Verse 12. You know where you preserve the end of those who have sinned, or the consummation of those who have been righteous. For if there were this life only, which belongs to all men, nothing could be more bitter than this. For of what profit is strength that turns to sickness, or fullness of food that turns to famine, or beauty that turns to ugliness? For the nature of man is always changeable. Verse 16. For what we were formerly, now we no longer are, and what we now we shall not afterwards remain. For if a consummation had not been prepared for all, in vain would have been their beginning. But regarding everything that comes from you, do you inform me, and regarding everything about which I ask you, do you enlighten me. Verse 19. How long will that which is corruptible remain? And how long will the time of mortals be prospered? And until what time will those who transgress in the world be polluted with much wickedness? Command therefore in mercy, and accomplish all that you said you would bring, that your might be made to those that think that your long suffering is weakness. And show to those who know not that everything that has befallen us in our city until now has been according to the long suffering of your power, because on account of your name you have called us a beloved people. Verse 22. Bring to an end, therefore, henceforth mortality, and reprove accordingly the angel of death, and let your glory appear, and let the might of your beauty be known, and let Sheol be sealed, so that from this time forward it may not receive the dead, and let the treasures of souls restore those which are enclosed in them. For there have been many years like those that are desolate from the days of Abraham and Isaac and Jacob, and of all those who are like them, who sleep in the earth, on whose account you did say that you had created the world. And now quickly show your glory. Do not defer what has been promised by you. And when I had completed the words of this prayer, I was weakened. Baruch is asking the Most High, or he's kind of trying to reason within himself that there has to be something more than this. For why are we born just to die? What would be the purpose of this? What would be the purpose of separating the wicked from the unwicked? What would be the purpose of all of these judgments? What's the purpose of this long suffering? He's asking, how long do we have to go through this before you show them that we aren't not retaliating because we're weak, or that you aren't retaliating because you're weak. You just have a plan, and you're allowing your plan to unfold. So Baruch is just trying to inquire. He doesn't see the point of life he can't see the point of life because he can't understand the Most High's methods. But I'm pretty sure the Most High is about to tell him. Chapter 22. And it came to pass after these things that, lo, the heavens were opened, and I saw, and power was given to me, and a voice was heard from on high, and it said unto me, Baruch, Baruch, why are you troubled? He who travels by a road, but does not complete it, or who departs by sea, but does not arrive at the port, can he be comforted? Or he who promises to give a present to another, but does not fulfill it, is it not robbery? Or he who sows the earth, but does not reap its fruits in its season, does he not lose everything? Or he who plants a plant, unless it grows till the time suitable to it, does he who planted it expect to receive fruit from it? Verse 7. Or a woman who has conceived, if she bring forth untimely, does she not assuredly slay her infant? Or he who builds a house, if he does not roof it and complete it, can it be called a house? Tell me that first. And so basically, the Most High answered Baruch with a bunch of questions. And all of these questions seem to be setting forth that there is a process, that there has to be a cause before there can be effect. Like there's an order to everything. So he just hit him with a slew of questions. How you're anxious to get to step 12, but we haven't completed 1 through 11 yet. Let's see what Baruch has to say to the Most High's questions. Chapter 23. And I answered and said, Not so, O Lord, my Lord. And he answered and said unto me, Why therefore are you troubled about that which you know not? And why are you ill at ease about things in which you are ignorant? Verse 3. For as you have not forgotten the people who now are and those who have passed away, so I remembered those who are appointed to come. So he's basically saying, the same way that you still remember the people the people that are there with you and the people that have died, the Most High, I remember the people who still have to be appointed here. So I remember all of those people that you are referring to, and I remember people that have not even arrived on earth yet. Verse 4. Because when Adam sinned, and death was decreed against those who should be born, then the multitude of those who should be born was numbered. And for that number a place was prepared where the living might dwell and the dead might be guarded. Therefore, the number aforesaid is fulfilled, the creature will not live again. For my spirit is the creator of life, and Sheol will receive death. So basically he was saying that not until that number is fulfilled will the creature live again. And the creature is ran off of his spirit, which is why he said, for my spirit is the creator of life, and Sheol will receive the dead. So this earth can't live again with his spirit until the dead is received into Sheol, because his spirit can't receive them. His spirit, it can't receive them on this earth, so they have to be removed before his spirit can come and make the creature that is earth live again. Verse 6. And again, it is given to you to hear what things are to come after these times. For truly, my redemption has drawn nigh, and is not far distant as aforetime. That's the end of chapter 23. We're going to stop here. I appreciate you all walking with me. Next time we'll be picking up in 24. Peace.